In this video, I'm going to show you how to get Battle Pass XP and complete the Battle Pass as fast as possible. Now, to get Battle Pass, XP is dependent on an XP in more or less equal measure. So we need to maximize the amount of XP we earn per game, as well as the amount of time we spend playing in the game too. That's just the simplest way of putting it. With game time, we want to focus on playing game modes that are longer, so we spend less time in menus and loading into games. In addition, something to note here is that the Battle Pass timer only seems to count if we're actually alive in those games. So choosing a game mode with respawns on is going to be a big benefit. Sat there spectating your teammates isn't going to do as much help. The real emphasis now is choose using a game mode within Warzone, where we get the highest XP per minute, whilst also being able to stay alive fairly consistently for long periods. That latter part there being important, since in Resurgence, you could get a lot of XP per minute in one game, but in the next game, you could be in a blender and spend most of the time spectating opponents and back in the menus. So the main method we want to focus on, which will maximize the XP part of ranking up, whilst giving us plenty of in-game time, is in the game mode Plunder. The playlists for Warzone, by the way, are going to be the same that they are now for at least the next few weeks. The only thing that will change is the addition of Rebirth Island Resurgence popping up next week. So there isn't going to be another mode coming along that's going to be any better anytime soon. Now, the reason the Plunder mode is the best option is that it does have respawns enabled. So for the whole time the game is going, we can actually be playing it. And that does have the side benefit of people playing a lot less campy, which can get us more kills and more XP for getting those kills. But getting kills isn't the main focus of getting XP. We need to be focusing on in-game XP bonuses, which are most consistently delivered by completing contracts. When in Plunder, completing as many contracts as possible is highly advised. There isn't one contract that is miles better than others at the moment. But generally, I'd say with a good team, you want to be going for most wanted contracts. These can be insanely good, because every time you loot, the timer on the contract goes down by 10 seconds, or even more if you're getting kills. So the timer starts on 4 minutes when you pick it up. But with a full team all looting, it can absolutely completely fly down. Obviously, picking up this contract does advertise your position to everyone on the map. So I would advise going to somewhere really remote on the map, away from the flight path of the plane. So spamming contracts like Most Wanteds is key, but also just generally being active and playing towards the objective in Plunder is a surefire way to get lots of XP and help towards the Battle Pass. In Plunder, that simply means just looting and getting cash, and that gets us big XP rewards for doing so. In fact, even opening chests gets 100 XP every single time. Then with all the cash saved up, we can deposit it, which gets us even more XP. And of course, winning the game gets us a lot of XP as well. So basically, non-stop looting in this mode and focusing on challenges, whether they're seasonal or weapon, is going to massively help because this method is so contract and looting focused. Ideally, you'll want to use a vehicle to get around the map as fast as possible, which is made better in this new iteration of Warzone because we no longer have to worry about fuel. And I would advise using a perk set that will help us along too. For example, I run Dexterity to take less fall damage Sprinter, so I can sprint forever resolute, which gives us a movement speed bonus when being shot. All of this collectively just maximizes the efficiency of XP we're going to get. Hopefully this video helps you get through the Battle Pass quicker.